Welcome children to class 5. Today we shall study first lesson of social science, the globe, a model of the earth. In this lesson we shall be studying about the shape of the earth, the globe, North Pole, South Pole, the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, latitudes, longitudes, and the global grid. Long ago, everyone believed that Earth was flat. They believed that if we traveled to the edges, we would fall off. The Earth appears flat to us because the Earth is so much bigger than us. We can only see short distances at a time. To see the curving surface of the Earth, you would have to climb very high into the sky or into the space from where Earth appears like a round ball. The large size of the Earth makes it difficult for us to study it as a whole. Geographers have developed different means of representing the Earth on a smaller scale to make its study easy. Two important tools that we use for this purpose are globes and maps. The globe is a small model of the Earth. It shows us the shape and location of the continents, oceans, and seas on a smaller scale. Globe can be turned around a line passing through it, which is called the axis. The axis of rotation of the globe is similar to that of the Earth. The axis is not straight, it is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The two end points of the axis of rotation are called the poles. To the north is the North Pole and to the south is the South Pole. The imaginary line circling around the Earth, dividing it into two equal halves, is known as the equator. To the north of the equator is the northern hemisphere. To the south of the equator is the southern hemisphere. Children, you must have sent your house location to your friend using Google Map. Did you ever observe the numbers of the sent location? These numbers are called the geographical coordinates. To locate places on the globe, horizontal and vertical lines are drawn on it, and these are called latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes are marked in degrees and minutes. 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree. Now, let us see what are latitudes, or they are also called parallels. Latitudes are imaginary lines that are drawn round the Earth parallel to the equator. They measure the distance of a place north or south of the equator. Equator is marked 0 degrees. The North Pole is marked 90 degrees north. The South Pole is marked 90 degrees south. There are total 181 parallels including the equator. 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 parallels in the southern hemisphere. Features of latitudes. Latitudes run parallel to each other in the east-west direction. They are at an equal distance from each other. All of them form complete circles except the north and south poles, which are points. The latitudes decrease in length as you move from the equator to the poles. Thus, equator is the longest latitude. Children, observe the latitudes here. Other than equator and poles, there are 4 important latitudes. Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north, Arctic Circle at 66.5 degrees north, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south, and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south.